Welcome back, everyone. And for our weekly meditation, We Awake came from an inspiration that we got this summer when the team was together at our home in Southern Utah. And we were all meditating together, and we noticed the power, of listening to the same track and putting our hearts and minds together in that way. These are very powerful technologies just by themselves, but meditating with others, there's just something about coming together in group practice and stilling our minds and opening our hearts together that is really amazing. And we are in, I don't know what week we are in with this pandemic coronavirus experience. But anyway, I hope everyone is doing okay out there and wrapping your head around it and using it as a opportunity to cultivate. I mean, if you have more time on your hands, to cultivate things that you want to cultivate. In this case, meditation would be a really good idea. If you can begin a hour-long meditation practice in your life and set up you schedule yourself and create the discipline so you can get up in the morning. And I recommend it doing the morning before it's good to do it in the evening too. But if you're gonna have to start with something, start with a morning practice, because life has a way of getting complicated and you don't get that time in the evenings. And it's really good before your mind is full of all the stuff that you have to do and starting to look at your smartphone or dumb phone or whatever kind of phone, to do the meditation. And what is this practice? It's cultivation through repetition. That's what practice is. You're doing over and over and over again. And it takes discipline. It may be difficult at first, but it begins to create capacities. And if you want to get spiritual, work on it. I think a lot of us, we grew up with the idea that just dumb luck. If you had the genes, if you were a natural talent, you could do that. And for some people, yes, they're very naturally talented, but if they rely on that, eventually they don't make it. They don't make it to the capacity that they could, the greatness that they could have reached, because they discovered the secret of practice. So I'm using this time to work on my meditation, which I'm pretty solid on anyway, but cultivate some other things. I'm back into reading deep and good stuff, and working on my tennis game, and working on my cardiovascular health. I don't have that much strength training capacity, but I can sure run still. So I've been working on that, and it's okay. And especially with this meditation, because if we begin to reach the deepest parts of our psyches, it just changes the whole story. We may be doing the same thing, but there's another quality, there's a new depth, the new sense of recognizing the miracle of just existence, first of all, and our own existence, and realize that we're not just in a shallow, three-dimensional, random universe. There's something very much else going on. And where do we find that? Well, the key is to find it within the depths of ourselves, as all the masters have taught us. So today, without further ado, we're going to be listening to I have so many favorite tracks, but this is really one of my favorite tracks, is Deeply Theta. And thank you, brother Lee Spusta, a real genius in this field, and a really good human being, a man I really admire and care about also. So this is Deeply Theta, which, as the name says, it will take us into the theta brainwave state. It's going to be a 40-minute meditation, and it may seem a long time, or it may seem like 10 minutes. Time and relativity do strange things when we're in these altered spaces. But we're here together. Oh, yes. And Heidi is reminding us, I mean to say this every time, but you need to use your headphones for this meditation to get the full entrainment effect, or earbuds, but preferably headphones, or a good quality earbuds are pretty amazing these days. So make sure that you do that, and you will get the full experience. And just practice on bringing yourself back to center, and realize, because I mean, we're all doing this together, and I think that the depth that we are able to achieve individually definitely is reflected in the experience of our whole family here, our whole group. So thank you guys so much for joining us, and I hope this day is finding you well and motivated. And these meditation times are also an important time just to clear up any issues, psychological or painful or meaningful issues of sense and meaning in your life. Uh, During these times of in these altered states that we achieve in our meditation practice, it's a good time to figure out what you're about and what your life is about and what you're here to do and what your responsibilities are and what your callings are and is. So uh, let's get going. The meditation practice I use, I focus on my heart, and I just say a little prayer to the great mystery that I'm ready to experience that presence. And when my mind wanders, as it will, especially in the beginning, just have a word, say thank you or amen or whatever, just to bring you back to the center and keep coming back. And don't worry if your mind wanders, because the return is a major part of the practice. And you'll find that it gets easier and easier to stop your mind from chattering after a while and to achieve those states of just pure awareness and pure focus. So there we have it. I'm not sure I should say welcome back, but welcome here again, because we didn't go anywhere. Uh, or we did. So that was beautiful. Yeah. Let me leave everyone. I'll be brief with the probably the ultimate spiritual realization that at some point on our hero's journey to or Shiro, to find out who and what we are, the realization hits us. And there's a wonderful story that goes along with this, but I think I'll just spare you the story and just go right to the chase. So, you guys ready? And this is enough to chew on for the rest of your life. Yeah, enough to hold in your interior space in your practice, which again begins to insinuate itself into the rest of your exterior life, into the people that you live with, that you work with, that you are part of your life. And this is it. There is only God, and thou art that. One more time. There is only God, and thou art that. So, thank you for being with us, and thank you for sharing this time together. And so look forward to our meditating together. It's one of the high points of my week. So God bless, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.